Hello. I don't know who's all doing what chats right now. I know if you come on later, and I don't know if I'm going to be up that long. But I thought I would look at some tools and stuff that I was looking at earlier. Because, as most of you know, I need a tire. I need something like that for my bike. Well, I need a tire for one of my bikes. That's just, I do. And I was looking at things that I would need. So, that brought me over here to, of course, Harbor Freight. Let me scroll there. Yeah, it's Harbor Freight that I'm looking at. And I do have a friend who has one of these. I may get one eventually. But we're talking $549. It's not exactly cheap. I mean, it's probably cheaper than a professional set. Oh, it's definitely cheaper than a professional setup. But, in all honesty, that's kind of more than I need right now. And then there's this one here, Pittsburgh. $229. ATV motorcycle lift. That's probably closer to what I need. For like changing tires, stuff like that. I can pick it up on the lift. But to do that, I'm going to need well, I can lock my front wheel. I guess that is an advantage to the way Harley does their thing. As I can lock that front wheel pretty easily. Just takes a key, goes up in here. So that's not a problem. I would need a chalk or something to put underneath that so it doesn't roll, because like changing a tire, what I'm looking at, it's like anywhere from $30 to $60 if you take it to them, depending on who you take it to. If you want them to take it off the bike, they're going to be like $180, $150, $180, somewhere in there. And I'm trying to save money is what I'm trying to do. But then by the time you get all the equipment, are you really saving money? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at. Now, luckily, I have 2 bikes, and kind of unluckily, because if I didn't have 2 bikes, I wouldn't be so broke. And I wouldn't be worried about, figuring out how to put a tire on my bike. If I mute this, it's because I'm coughing. So, hold on one second. Anyways, I don't know who all's live right now. Probably several people. It's hard to go on without like corking somebody else's chat. And it's Wednesday, so a lot of people are going to go on. And a lot of you are probably eating. I drink my coffee, hot liquid on my throat. That's probably more what I would need, is something like this. Changing oil, I can do that on the ground. Not that big of a deal. I mean, this is nice if you're going to change oil and get it up to eye level and all that, but realistically for what I'm doing, unless I started doing service work for people, I really don't need that. You know? And even though I could do that, and I know people who would pay me to do oil changes and that sort of thing, I have this fear of something else goes wrong with their bike after getting an oil change, and then they come after me and I'm just doing oil changes in my garage. So there's a link if anybody wants in. My mouse over to the right screen. And then even cheaper, I guess this one's lighter or something. It's aluminum. And then this is basically the same thing. I'm not sure. I'm hoping y'all can hear me. Someone hops in, let me know if you can hear me okay. Your best friend split the cost on a lift. Yeah, I do have a friend that has a lift that I can use if I want to use it. And Pete, I think I subbed to you today. I was going through my, when I actually get on the computer, or I can look at, who subbed to my channel and stuff like that, I'll go through and I'll start subscribing to people, especially if it looks like they've been posting things like they have an actual channel. If they've got like 3 subs and they've been on there for 14 years, they don't really have a channel. They just have a YouTube that they watch everybody with. But if they have a channel, I try to sub them. Let me get on here. That's definitely not going to do me any good. Don't show me another one. That's what I'm looking at. And I can't remember the size of the axle nuts. I think it's like 31, 32 millimeters, something like that. I need to put one in my roll bag. So I definitely need to pick that up. Let me look it up. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. Let me see. Axle nut size. I gotta take my glasses off so I can read. That one for $5.49. Yeah, that's what my friend has too. I think that's pretty much what everybody has that doesn't have an actual shot. Trying to use my mouse for my phone. That's not working. Oh, 36 millimeter. Bi-hex. Or 1 in 13/32. I might have that. Anyways, I need to pick some of those up to go in my tool bag. So, if I'm on the road. But then again, if you're on the road, how are you going to lift it up? You know what I mean? There are other things you can use it for, but... And of course, over on the side where your brake disc and all that is, you have your ABS, you have all that kind of stuff, slides, and you got to get the weight up off the back. Once you get the weight off the back tire, you shouldn't have to beat the axle out unless something's wrong with it. It should slide out. The small flat jack that goes under the bike is a must add on. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'll probably get this one because of price. Is there any real difference? I mean, this one looks fancier. Let me click on it. Picks the whole bike up. I don't want to watch a video. I don't see any real difference. I mean, you're still going to have like a little piston there. They're both like 1,500 pounds. And I don't really know of motorcycles that aren't like extreme custom things with V8 motors in them that are over 1,500 pounds. Black Bear Forge, how are you doing? So, but by the time you add all this stuff together, you know, you might as well pay somebody to do it if you're in like a money crunch and you'll come out cheaper. You know, it's just one of them things you need to kind of pick up along the way when you have money so that the next time you can do it yourself. Like right today, I didn't have any work. So that's not good. Let me go here. There we go. Thought it was smaller. Those are the sets of wrenches. I don't exactly need the set. I need like one wrench. That might be a pawn shop thing that'd be pretty cool to check out. They're easier to track. Yeah, they are. I do my oil changes just on the ground. And, well, I've got videos on here of me doing my oil changes. You know, at one point you stand the bike up, you just hold it up straight and, yeah, wiggle it a little bit. You get all the oil out. It's just really nice if you can put it on a lift and pick it up so you don't have to get on the ground. You know? I'm thinking this is something that it would probably be worth my while to go through the tools and stuff at a pawn shop. And, you know, if you just need like one or two wrenches instead of like getting the whole set, I could probably, for just a couple of bucks, pick up that one wrench that I need, or two, and put them in my roll bag and keep that on the bike, and it just stays with the bike. Then you always have it when you need it. If you have room, get the big one. If you have room and you have money. I have neither room nor money. I have a single car garage. that I need to clean out because I've lived in the same house for 23 years. So every once in a while I have to just go through everything. You know, it's like I haven't used this in how long, and just throw it away. So that I definitely need to get. My brakes look good, but that would be a good time too to go ahead and like put brakes on there. But it's by the time you gather up everything to do it. So this would be stuff like, you know, hey, next time I'm in a pawn shop for something, just look through the tools and see if I can find a wrench. I don't know why. I don't think that's a 36. It might be. I haven't had to take it off. It probably is 36. Yeah, 6-month rule. If you haven't used it in 6 months, throw it out. Frogzilla, how are you doing? For some reason, let me see. Let me get my thing up here. I don't know how to change the chat now. I think it's on like Top Chat, something like that, instead of everything. So, if I missed something, please forgive me. I'm also trying to get my watch time up. I need like 2,000 more hours of watch time for monetization. So, try to do some more lives and stuff. There's only so much I can do. It's a bike. You know? I can ride it. I can work on it. I don't have the money to modify at the moment. I'm hoping they open the oil field up because I pull a tanker. Yeah, the Top Chat is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I got a link up there. Somebody wants to hop in. Might take me a second to see you. So I'm still getting used to using more than one screen. Okay. So Dolly. It's kind of weird. These aren't bad ideas. It's not the one I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It says it's a cleaning stand. Doesn't look like a cleaning stand to me. Looks like your wheel goes in there. But something like that. Hello, Buck Brown. Hello, 2-4. How are you doing? Yeah, Buck's probably in the bunk, stripped down, ready for bed. You can use an avatar. I don't have mine on right now. I just got the little avatar thing there. So I can lock the front. Oh, I can lock the handlebars straight. So I don't have to worry about those turning. I can put it up on a stand and, like, just barely get the pressure off kind of thing. I don't like leaving them jacked up in the air and just staying there forever. Too many things can go wrong. You don't have a mic and a camera on your computer. That's cool. That is cool. If y'all have any ideas, put them in there. I get back over to the screen where I can move everything. Here we go. I thought this was pretty cool. I think there's a few reviews out on these. Of course, the cool thing about if you have a channel is anytime you get something like this, what are you going to do? You're going to do a review on it and what you think, and anything is content kind of thing for the channel. I have changed so many damn tires in my life, though. I don't know if I want to do that. Most of the tires I've changed have been tractor tires, growing up doing farm work. And that was a job. I've done them on tractor trailers and stuff too. That's not as common anymore. I still think, call somebody out there to do that. I don't want to do it, That probably is, because most of the stuff most of us are buying are from Harbor Freight. It's back to the jacks. Like I said, that'll probably be the one that I get. I need that. I need the wrenches. There's a few other things you're gonna need, like what's that? T45. What is that? 12 millimeter. What's that on the other side? It's T something. But putting the wheel back on, you're gonna want to remove that belt guard. It just makes it easier. And also just taking the brake caliper, put it on a rag or something so it doesn't scratch your exhaust, and move it out of the way, and it just makes it a little bit easier. Trying to get everything in place and line it up and all that good stuff. Stop bullying the class. Yeah, tractor tires are no joke. No, they're not. Sick bastard, how you doing? We're looking at tools. I'll probably eventually get that one. I mean, this time what I'm probably going to have to do is either have the place that I have put the tire on. There's a shop in Conroe that I'll probably have do it. I'll probably either have them order the tire so it don't cost me as much and have them put it on, or I'll take a tire to them. But yeah, I'll probably just take the bike to them and say, hey, change my tire. So I don't want the Scorchers, and when I talk to Harley, they're like, well, we offer the Scorcher in a Dunlop, and it's I think they're kind of forced to push those tires, and I don't like the Harley dealership as much because it seems like it's kind of like on my ESP and all that stuff, because it was from the other dealership that closed. They don't treat us the same. And I would, if I bought my bike from them, I'd have free tires for life. But even though they owned the dealership that closed, and I don't get that at this one. I have some issues with the new dealership. I like some of the people there, but that's just business. Where's the stands? Cool. So that'd be good, like, if you had a trailer or something like that. Either one of these. I mean, shop floor too, but that's great for a trailer. There's that thing again. It's not what I'm looking for. And that's not going to work. £350 capacity. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. There's another one I was looking for that I don't... Oh, here it is. Hopefully I don't make you dizzy. And why doesn't that one show up here? The thing that I clicked on isn't offered for sale. That's not right. Now I saw the picture of what I clicked on. Let me check the thing. A big bike jack for that reason. Yeah. The thing that I was wanting... I mean... comes up. I was looking at this. That would be kind of cool. But this right here is probably what I'm going to end up getting. I don't like leaving things up in the air, though. I have my mouse on the screen. Alright, we're going to see if I don't cough. A jack like that Or a stand like that would be awesome to have. I just have this fear of coming back and the jack falls down. That kind of thing. Click, click back on this. This all started in kindergarten. That's cool. Would anyone else feel comfortable leaving their bike in the air like that? To go halfway across town and come back. I don't know. I'd want to kind of set it down and have something to like brace the other end that doesn't move. I mean, maybe it's got something that locks it in place. I don't know. Maybe I need to take a trip to Harbor Freight this weekend and at least look at them. I can't afford to buy it yet, but I can look at it and see how sturdy and stable I think it is. Doesn't look like there's any pins to lock it in place, though. There is a locking mechanism to keep it from dropping. Well, thank you, Craig. And welcome to the chat. I mean, that's 20-something $1,000 sitting up in the air. And I don't have $20,000. So... yeah, that's probably going to be the one that I get. We got that. We got the wrenches. I have to cough once more. So let me get this on the right screen. What I need is whiskey, but I gotta go to work in the morning. So we can't do that. Is the motorcycle included in that price? I wish. Tolga, how are you doing? Get my mouse back on the right screen. Cool. So I think the wrench, I'll look when I go to Harbor Freight, but I think the wrench is going to be a pawn shop thing, because I really don't need the whole set. And like I said, that'll just go in my roll bag that stays on the bike. Asian market's opening. I don't know. I'm waiting for the oil field to open back up. problem is they're going to open up and it's going to be February and I'm going to be in Williston, North Dakota. And go back over here. That's going to go to tires. Well, I have to change it on this screen. We were looking at tires the other night with the Mountain Jedi. And that is my tire size. These aren't too bad. Side to side. This is a pretty cool site that he showed me too. Let's see if the hot coffee does good on my throat. They're having a bunch of sick kids at school right now. I don't know if COVID's hitting again or what. And I hope I don't have that again. The cruise tech's pretty cool. Haven't really heard bad about them. Where's my tire? Is it on here? This Bridgestone looks like the Night Dragons. Look at that tread. Are they just not showing the Night Dragon now? Oh, there it is. So that's the tire that I really want. I might still go with the Shinko 999s. But this is really the tire that I want. Now, if I can order this tire for that price, let's see. Well, I got it marked. You save $120. If I got it for that price, the $310, and then I paid $150, $180. We're talking $500 if I ordered the tire. and took it to someone. But then if I order the tire and I got the jack stand, we're talking way more than that. If I took it off and took it to them, because that's going to be, what was that, 120? So it's 430. Let me see. $430 plus, that's not even adding tax. I'm getting tired. So yeah, I still come out about the same price. By the time I add the tax and everything in there, we're still somewhere around $500 to put this tire on my bike. I might as well get the 2-in-1 exhaust. Maybe. I'm more worried about rubber right now. But that's the tire that I want. And then I can go a little smaller. Now, I talked to someone today who ran the 999s and they were good. And he had it on the rear. And he's got a lowrider. And he said when it got wet, it didn't feel too good. But that's like anything else. It's like, you ask the driver how bad the weather is behind them. You're running in snowy weather and stuff. It's going to depend on the driver. You know, one driver's going to come and say, oh, it's not that bad. And the next driver's going to come in and they're going to be like, that's a freaking nightmare. You know? And it's going to have to do with level of experience and ability and everything else. How long have they ever really driven in it and all that good stuff. I have heard some good stuff about this tire. Now here's the other thing. If it gets too stiff, my bike is only 700 pounds. And for some people, you know, that run the sport bikes and stuff, like, oh my god, that's heavy. No. It's a little heavier when you get like the full-size bagger. You know, mine's a soft tail. And that can affect the handling a little bit too. But given my money situation, which everybody's got money issues, that's not just me. Probably gonna end up with a Shinka. That's all the same design there. That's the 999. Like, even on the 777s, one person will say that it wasn't good, and the other person will say, oh, it grabbed good in the rain. I think a lot of that has to do with ability, so it's like, it's hard to judge whether it is or it isn't. That basically looks like the same tire that I have. That and the Scorcher are very similar. But that may be the tire that I get. Like, Cycle Gear will put it on, but you got to bring the rim and the tire to them. They won't take it off. You got to go to a shop to have them put your tire on. And like to, have them take your tire off the bike. What's that other one? There's the tire that I want. That's not a bad option either. The Cruise Tech. I've thought about that. $130 miles an hour. I'm not really going over 130. I'll bump that. Even if I take it to the track, they were talking, high 10s. So you're hitting, 127 maybe, depending on how quick you are on the throttle. Yeah, no. So, you'll be getting close around 130. But it'd still be good for that. I'm not taking it to the track. It's like, people, they want that V rating for the speed, and it's like, really? Are you going to go that fast? I've had a few people say the Dunlop 404s. I've heard that. And welcome, T-Bone. See if that's in here. It's an Elite 3. The Scorcher 32, I think that's what's on my Fat Bob. No, that's not an off-road tire. But I will tell you, it does really good on dirt roads and gravel. And I may stay with that on the Fat Bob. All this bullshit just to change a tire. And cool. At least I can pull something else up. One thing I might start doing is going through people's bikes and stuff that post on my Discord and taking a look at them. And my Discord only has one real rule, and that's no porn. Basically, if you've got a teenage daughter, if it's something you don't want her to see, don't post it. So, I just went to motorcycles. Let's see if I can swap this out. Nydia, how are you doing? Okay. My mouse where it needs to go. I think I can blow this up a little. Not sure. But this is one that Bjorn posted. I believe that's his Triumph. Pretty cool. In a way, I kind of miss seats like that. My Kawasaki's and my Suzuki's all had seats like that. And so, like, rider adjustment was, your legs, how far back and stuff you sat was, there was room, So, be cool to see that again. Let's go up here. Words. Lots of words. Not his. That's a cool bike. Is that computer generated? Yeah, I was looking at these earlier this year. They're like, because this bike is for sale. Anyone that wants to buy it, basically you'd have to take over payments, what I owe on it. And these are the tires that are on it. Those are, what is that, the 32s? The Scorcher 32s. They're really good on, like, dirt and gravel and stuff. They're not the best in the rain. I mean, they'll work. I've been in pouring rain. I couldn't even see, like, where to... I was going down 1960, and they had some hellacious tar snakes in it where I was at. And there was, like, 3 or 4 inches of water in the road. It was raining so hard. And I've got my visor up, and I'm looking over the top of my glasses. I can't see shit. And... I went to Harley because they gave me, what is that, a quote on my bike? Like, what they give me for it wasn't enough. And, I didn't wreck, but, oh my God, hitting those, just trying to pull me one way or the other, I couldn't see. And that was miserable. Close this. That's cool. Yeah, it's got the bags like mine. I think that's an aftermarket fairing. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Definitely windshield. There's a picture from Buck. I guess that would have been from March, if Buck's still out here. That tent looks very, very familiar. Like I just saw the tent. Buck, are you still out there? That's the tent that I just saw. That is cool. Like the intake. And the 2-in-1. Cool. That's kind of similar to what I want to do to the Fat Bob, except I want T-bars and a fairing. Words. Lots of words. I'm looking for bikes. And there's mine. That is my Fat Bob. And this is just a trash can that Amy bought me for the truck, and it fits perfect right there. And I can put all my stuff in it, and it snaps down. And I can reach into it from the top because it's got that little hole for the trash. And she found it online. Alright, thank you, Frog. Thank you for stopping by. And you too, Tolga. Or, is Tolga, T-Bone, sorry. I'm trying to read. I think Tolga's staying in. So it's T-Bone and Frogzilla. Thank you so much for stopping by. But this building right here, that is a very famous building in Spring. And I did a review on that place that you can find on my website. Why is the name slipping my mind? I found it because I was working on these tracks when I was doing railroad. This place was a brothel. It was all kinds of places, and now it's a restaurant. The name is slipping my mind. But I was on a switch and a bridge crew, so I was on these tracks right here, sitting on a backhoe, changing out. I was running a combo, which is a dump truck with a backhoe behind it. And I was sitting up there changing ties out. And I went over there for lunch. It's a pretty cool place. I may repost that on my Discord, find the video in the next couple of days, if y'all want to see it. So, keep scrolling. Words. So many words. Oh, my luggage rack on my lowrider. Perfect for a case of beer. Spikes for these. We all know who that is. That's his bike again. That fairing is very similar to mine. I think he got a lowrider and he put a fairing on it. I don't think that's the XT. It might be. It might be. And there's mine. That is my lowrider. Right in front of the swamp where I live. I'm just on the other end of the swamp. That's what I was telling, who was it over there in Florida? Oh, Mountain Jedi, Joe. I'm just on the other end of the swamp. This is the part of Texas that I live in. And I'm only about 17 miles from saltwater. So, yeah. Y'all probably like that picture better. That was at Kingwood, Harley. And they were washing my bike. And I like this filter so much better than that goofy thing sticking out here. That is the Round Extreme Airflow filter from Harley. It's just a K&N filter. That's all it is. And they make a cover to go over it if you want it. I don't have the cover over it. I think it kind of looks fine just the way it is. And I got a sock to go over it. That works so much better. And there's another picture of my bike. I think I was over in like Brenham or someplace like that. That's before I changed the seat. That's that stock seat. It's in my garage somewhere. Thought about seeing if that'll fit the Fat Bob. Yeah, we have very similar bikes. What tires are those? Cool. I like that old school look. And coolness. What else was I going to look at? We all saw that bike. Yeah, that's bucks. What else was I going to look at? That's somebody's headlight. That's Rainey's bikes. I was going to look something else up. What was it? I don't remember at the moment. Yeah, that should be a familiar picture now. So, anyways, that is where I'm at. I'm completely broke, behind on my bills, and I'm trying to figure out how to put a tire on my bike. So that's just lovely. Let me go. Share screen. There we go. That thing right there needs to be in my budget somewhere. So this time I'm probably going to have to pay someone and pay them to take it off and put my tire on. But I want to have this stuff before the next time and put it on. So anyone still out there? I don't know if anyone's still out there. Oh, Toga's still here. Cool. A random spoon on my desk. I was eating earlier. Yeah, I see two people too. I think somebody else probably just started. So, my glasses on. And they're dirty. So, clean my glasses like everybody else does with my shirt. And they're still dirty. What can you do? Had the headset on for in case anybody hopped on. Oh, you're watching Japanese traders' movements. Cool. I know a little on the American stuff. I think Doge is up. That's because of the election and Elon and all that stuff. I just hope the oil field opens up. Because I need to make some money and in a hurry. And I don't want to sell any more guns. I may have to. I may have to. Which camera is that? It looks weird on... That's that camera. Yeah, looks kind of weird. I did a review today. And I didn't like the product. You know. I mean, I liked the product, but I didn't like it, if that makes any sense. I'll show you what I reviewed. This stuff here. A guy at the rally, he was doing this. I got the video out, him pitching his product. I think if you have a bike that is already pretty clean, and you just want to touch it up as you go kind of thing, it wouldn't be too bad. But if you actually want to clean a bike with it or something like that, soap and water will do you better. And of course, they're demonstrating it on a bike that's all nice and polished up and everything else. And I should have rode a dirty bike up there and said, "Here, clean this," you know. But I'll be putting that video out at some point. And I'll go from there. It's, I mean, it's not a bad product. It's not a good product. It's just, actual wax will do you better. I mean, dish soap and a bucket of water and a water hose, wipe it down, and then actually wax it, and it would do you better than this. But if you're traveling somewhere and you just want something for your bike, like, one thing I do like, I like their thing. It's got this little trigger thing, like a safety on an old BB gun. I like that. Like, you could put it in your bag and you could wipe it down and you could keep it clean if you're going someplace you really needed your bike clean. So that would be good. You know. But like most anything else, when a product claims a little bit too much, it usually is. So usually products that do one thing and they do that thing well are pretty good. Products that claim to do everything, it's like snake oil salesman. It cures fits, freckles, warts, all kinds of stuff. What's that song, Copenhagen? Makes childbirth a pleasure. Oh yeah. I like that. It's worth it just for the bottle. You know, but I think if you were going someplace, like, if you're going to a rally and you wanted your bike all nice and pretty and everything, and you're going to ride like 200-300 miles to get there, and you wanted to touch it up when you got there, it'd be a perfect product for that. You know, but you're already going to have your chrome and everything polished up and everything shined up. You're just like doing a touch up when you get there, if that makes sense to anyone. So yeah, I got a friend that's going on in like 20 minutes. I may hop on there. I don't know. But I do need 2,000 more watch hours if anyone wants to share me out. Get some watch hours. And I gotta go back to work in the morning. And I gotta be up early. So I don't even know if I'm gonna watch his chat. I may catch the replay in the morning while I'm driving. I catch a lot of your replays when I'm driving. If I'm not watching something live or what have you, I'll be listening to it while I'm driving. Because, I think I need to be up at 2. Let me check my phone. What am I doing tomorrow? I leave yours. 7. Oh, Toga, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was 507. I guess I pissed somebody off. If I talk long enough, I'll piss everyone off. Anyways. Yeah, I don't think I have to be up till 3 a.m. So I get a little more sleep. And then go in. I'll be running a roll off tomorrow. So, thank you, Toga. I think what I've come to the conclusion of, though, is what I'm going to have to do is either see if the shop that's going to change my tire can order the tire that I want and what the price will be, decide whether I'm going to bring the tire to them or if they're going to order it for me. And for this time, they're going to have to dismount and remount and all that kind of stuff. And when it comes to the next tire, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have this jack ready. And I will be able to at least take the tire off and take it to them. Well, I don't know. I need to call my friend. I might borrow their jack. I haven't talked to them in a while. You don't want to be that friend that's like they only call when they need something. You know? I've never actually needed anything, but it's like, hey, I hadn't talked to you in a month or two, but can I borrow this tool or what have you? You don't want to be that person. I think that lift is for sale though. I don't know. I'm not paying $500 for a lift right now. I could also go on Facebook Marketplace and see if one of these is for sale there. Don't you love family and neighbors that are like, you know, you walk in their garage and it's like, hey, can I borrow my shovel? No, that's not your shovel. You borrowed that from me like 2 years ago and you never brought it back. Yeah. I need to call a friend at some point and see if they have a stand to do that tire with. I know they got the big lift. I don't know if you can do that on a big lift. You don't really understand those type of people, yeah. Okay. This is what I need. I need this right here. And let me get over to the other thing. And we'll see if it'll pull up. See, that's going to be great for everything but changing a tire. Working on absolutely anything but changing a tire, that would be great. Because you wouldn't have to get on the ground. Yeah, things bother me. I'd have to do something about that. There, Toga. People want to do that to me, I can't do it to them, but I don't forget what they have. Yeah, everything but changing a tire. And I don't need that really to do anything else. It just... The advantage of having a lift like that is like saving your back, you know? You're not having to get down on the ground and bend and all that stuff. You can get things up at eye level to do what you need to do. That is the advantage of that lift. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can do everything you can do with this lift without the lift. And that one doesn't look good for changing a tire. This lift right here, for a few reasons. For the amount of room that I have in my garage, that would be easily stored. I could use it for more than just a motorcycle, because I can already think of a couple of other uses for it. But not just changing a tire. Like, doing front shocks and stuff like that, working on the front end, that sort of thing. At any point other than that. This stuff, you need new fork seals, you need, all that kind of stuff there. You need something to hold it up like that. So, whenever I get the money, looks like that's what I'm going to be getting. This jack right here. And it probably won't be in stock when I want it. When I have the money, it won't be in stock. They'll have the one that's $100 more. But that'll be it. So, anyways, we've been going for nearly an hour and a half. And I was wanting to get on here for about an hour. I'm kind of playing around with the different screens and stuff, putting them up here. So, it's pretty cool to be able to look through all this stuff. And I'm about to get off of here. So, I'm either going to hop on Matt's chat or I'm going to go to bed. I don't know what I'm going to do. His chat's going to be pretty political. And not that we lean in different political directions. I'm just kind of sick of politics at the moment. Maybe you ought to campaign for that, like a one solid month every year. No politics. No political shit on the news or anything else. Tell me the weather. Tell me the traffic. Somebody's house burnt down, tell me about that. Give me a good story about, somebody helping a family or whatever, and, buying Christmas gifts, something like that. Have absolutely nothing to do with politics for one full month. Maybe we should petition that for every December. No politics December. Not on the news, not on anything else. I get sick of hearing about it. It's like, I already know what I think about the situation. I don't need you to drill it down, like, what was I going to say there? I get tired of hearing it. So, they act like, oh, there might be an undecided voter. Yeah, nobody was undecided. Unless they just woke up out of a coma. So, but anyways, I will catch y'all later. And thank you so much for watching. You're all awesome. And oh, Pete hopped back in. Time to get ready for work. Good night. You're awesome. Thank you. And I gotta get ready for bed and lay down and blink and get back. Most of the time it feels like you lay down, you blink, and you get back up and you go to work. That's what it usually feels like. So, yeah. But I don't think I'd have... I'll probably be up at 2 because I'm so used to getting up at 2, but I don't think I have to be up until 3 a.m. And then I get to go to work. So, I will catch y'all later. You're all awesome. Thank you so much for watching my chat. And thank you for bearing with me, learning all this stuff with the technology and showing everything. And hopefully I'll be able to show y'all some more stuff. So, and helping me kind of talk my way through what I need to do. So, it's kind of like spitballing, you know. Throwing things out the wall, see what bounces back, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Because, so broke I can't pay attention at the moment. But anyways, thank you so much. You're awesome. And I'm going to hit that little red button. So, deuces, adios, vaya con Dios, nashla, ciao, all that good shit. Deuces.